Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up the month of November in our planners. And I've got this set of washi tapes here ready to go, as well as this ink and blending brush I may use, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some wax paper so I can play around with these stickers and figure out what we're doing this month. I'm going to be primarily pulling from the Cheerful Season sticker book, but I'm going to grab this quote here from the Seasonal Fall sticker book from last year. That book just has a lot of great quotes that I've been using all season long, and also some really nice stickers in there. So I would say that I've used that book the most from the Happy Planner this season and would recommend it as a great book to pick up for a seasonal style book. But for now, I'm going to try to work in some somewhat Thanksgiving and fall seasonal looking stickers from this Cheerful Season sticker book from the Happy Planner. I picked up this book thinking that I would be able to use it all year round and it'd be a nice addition to my seasonal books, but when I started to actually try to use it, I kind of feel like the stickers just weren't as versatile as I had hoped. But I am going to try to use what I have here on this spread, and I figured that a monthly is actually a good place to try to use these stickers up. Many of them are paper stickers and they're smaller, so for a monthly I feel like you can get away with that, especially when you use the monthly layout pretty thoroughly like I do. But to try to do a full spread with the stickers from this book I feel like is a little bit more of a challenge. So just an FYI, I don't think that this one was quite the value that I had hoped it would be for, a Happy Planner sticker book. But anyway, I am going to use it today. I'm going to try to make the most out of the stickers in there. So I've already kind of made a little vignette there in the corner in the empty days for Thanksgiving. I used the Give Thanks quote from the seasonal book. And then I am putting a little Thanksgiving table scape there below it for some decor. And in the sidebar right now, I'm working on a little bit of decor along with some areas for tracking events and appointments for the month, as well as the books that I've read for the month. I use my monthly for a memory kind of keeping activity. I don't do pictures or stickers or anything like that. I just write down what started as a memory of the day and now has become kind of more like a summary of the day in my planner. And that's just nice. It's just nice to see what I did from day to day because all the days really do blend together, and with a more routine life that I have now, it's just nice to see some variation between the days and what happened and kind of distinguish each day from the next. So that is how I use my monthly. I do write in, each day a pretty full description of my day. So there's not really a lot of room for decor within the actual functional space, but I do like to make the most out of the other areas, especially those empty boxes at the front and the back of the month, as well as in the sidebar. So at the top, I'm kind of focusing more on a fall feels style of, like leaves sweeping in. There's not as much room or space there at the top. There's only 2 empty days there, so just trying to maybe have them coming in from the corner and wrapping it around the month name, varying the sizes of the leaves and seeing what I can come up with there that feels natural and kind of windswept. I have a few other options as far as leaves from the second page there in the sticker book. These are all paper leaves, so I will probably, for the most part, be keeping them separate, but there are a few stickers I'm going to try to maybe have touching or get closer than they would be normally by cutting around the sticker and kind of almost outlining it so that I can get a little bit more variation out of those same stickers. So I just did that there with a group of leaves. I wanted them to look like they were part of the same stem. So I did that, and I have already cut down one of the other leaves because it was a little bit too big on its own, and it will reuse the parts in different areas there at the top. I also had grabbed a box sticker there that says grateful, thankful, wonderful, which is a little bit weird. Grateful, thankful, blessed is usually the way it goes, but that'll work too. And I put that in there just because it had the right thematic feels and, you know, kind of a Thanksgiving Day feel that I'm going for here on this spread. I also felt like I could use a few more leaves down here at the bottom to finish out the feeling of the decor. So some of them I'm trimming, the ones that are a little bit too large to fit in the space, and also to try to give myself a little bit of variation in here. I would have liked to cut that give thanks quote in half, but they did design it in a way that the G and the T is connected in a way, so it really didn't warrant me being able to separate it. I think it would have been a little more impactful had I done that, but I think it will work as is as well. I put the give on Thanksgiving Day, so kind of ties that in a little bit, but like I said, it would have been nice to have the ability to separate them. And now I'm playing with the washi, just trying to figure out where I might be able to place some of that for some added color. I pulled this blue-gray color washi to go with the striped washi that I had pulled. It has basically a brown and orange and then like a blue-gray as part of the design, but it's pretty small and faint. Me adding in the blue I thought would be nice for color, but the predominant colors of all of the stickers that I use is really more like cream, orange, and brown, I would say. And so adding in the blue really, I don't know, starts to take away from the feels of the other color schemes that are predominant. This kind of seems a little bit out of place, even though there is that blue in the washi tape. So I'm going to try it maybe layered, see if that helps things feel a little bit more natural. I also cut down the stripe washi at first in half, but it was still a little bit too thick. So now I'm cutting it more into almost thirds and seeing if that feels a little bit more low profile. I like to spread around the washi tape within the month when I can because it doesn't take up as much room and still gives me plenty of space usually to do the functionality part of things. Also adds that little extra bit of texture or pattern and color. I'm doing it in threes, kind of in a triangular format. I decided to eliminate that blue. The blue was just, again, feeling a little bit off with the rest of the stickers. It feels better now, even though I liked that mix of orange and blue, those two opposite colors. Would have looked nice, but I really didn't have the stickers to support it, I don't think, for this spread. So we moved on to actually putting the stickers onto the sheet. I'm going to start off by whiting out the empty day boxes here so I have a nice clean area for the decor. And I'll do a few of the lines here in the sidebar as well, since the stickers will overlap in that area. And since I eliminated that blue, I really started to second guess the use of the ink. I was going to tie that in just to have a little bit more blue on the spread, but again, I just kind of steered away from that direction, so I decided not to do any inking on the spread. So I'm going to try to roll off these stickers best I can here onto the sheet. That usually works pretty well when the stickers are touching, so that came off fairly easily. I'm going to white out a little bit of the line here behind the quote just so it has a nice clean edge. And then I'm going to drop in the washi tape by hand. I'm actually going to use a different washi tape here than I had originally set forth, or I guess at least shrink it down so that it's not quite so much as far as taking up space on the spread. And then I'm going to trim out the bottom here and reuse any of the pieces that I think are large enough to be reused. And then I'll match up that washi tape on the other side of the page and move on into the sidebar. This guy, I pre-trimmed the pumpkin so it looks like it's butting up against the edge of the month, and I needed to make an adjustment there to the box positioning, so I placed that by hand just to make sure I got that right up against the edge. And now we will work in that washi tape. I'm shortening these ones as well. Just felt like they were a little bit too long, so we're going for about 2 days worth here. Let's see if that looks a little bit better. And we'll do that trimming again, like I said, so it's about 2 days worth. And that I like better. I just felt like the other one was a little bit too long, a little bit too, I don't know, distracting from the stickers. So I am going to roll these off. I'm going to do it in sections just because they're not really touching each other and I need to make sure that certain things are straight. At first I had all the leaves kind of evenly spaced apart, but that didn't look that natural. So I think by adjusting the spacing a little bit, having some leaves closer together and some leaves farther apart, it really helped it feel a little bit more natural. And I'm just going to trim everything to the edge of the day, so it has a similar feel to the bottom. Just make those adjustments now. Just going to go ahead and clean out the holes before I'm done and make sure that I can get this guy back in my planner. And once I am done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. Super quick, super easy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead to leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.